without looking past my man here, who's as dangerous as both of those guys, that's one fight that would definitely be interesting to me, and would definitely can make it because we're all in the same stable. We're all under one banner. So them fights can be made quite easily, I would say.
Tyson Fury delivers a sharp verbal roast, questioning Fabio Wardley's decision to face Daniel Dubois instead of stepping up to him. He pushes the narrative that Wardley is avoiding a real challenge, suggesting fear is behind the move, while the heavyweight tension between them starts to heat up early.
It's not in there to get brain damage, he's in there to do the job and get out. He was taking a lot of punishment. It is what it is. What can you do?
Fabio Wardley pushes back on Tyson Fury's accusations, making it clear he is not interested in convincing critics. He points to his win over Joseph Parker and his decision to face Daniel Dubois as a voluntary step to prove himself again. Wardley stays focused on results, promising his victory will silence the paper champion claims.
And I'm a bit younger, a bit fresher, got a few more tricks in my pocket, so if I can do it, I can do it. I can get Fury out of there.
Do you see that? If that's a fight that happens, you see yourself knocking him out?
Yeah, 100%. I see myself getting him out. I can actually see it as well, because I know I can get to it.
Tyson Fury dismisses concerns about his physical condition, stating that his long unbeaten record speaks for itself. He suggests appearance means little and emphasizes his ability to go rounds regardless of shape. Fury presents himself as always ready for battle, reinforcing his confidence while keeping the psychological pressure on Fabio Wardley in the ongoing rivalry.
You know, obviously Fury's got his own fans and people that think that he is a legend and one thing and another. Well, that's all well and good, but you've got to look at his resume. It doesn't stack up. Not to the great fighters. It doesn't stack up. So, you know, he is where he is. Like I say, if he beat Fabio Wardley, that doesn't make him great. That doesn't make him great.
Spencer Oliver breaks down Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois as a dangerous heavyweight clash where momentum sits with Wardley. He still warns that Dubois carries real knockout power despite setbacks. Wardley's aggressive style makes him favorite, but the fight remains unpredictable. This keeps both fighters relevant in the wider heavyweight picture, where one punch can flip everything instantly.
An interesting fight. It's a great fight. You know, Fabio Wardley will start the favourite with momentum, with what he's going through. Daniel Dubois coming off that defeat to Alexander Usyk, but I don't think that will affect him too much. Wardley does get hit. Daniel Dubois can whack, so it gives him a big chance. Although you have to go with Wardley.
John Fury positions Fabio Wardley among the new generation of heavyweights who deserve a shot at Alexander Usyk. He highlights the unpredictability of this rising group, suggesting that experience alone won't guarantee victory for anyone. Wardley is placed directly in that dangerous bracket where one clean shot can change careers and shake the division.
I look at it. These other boys, Fabio Wardley, Ajit Kabiel, they've earned the right to fight Usyk next. They really have. You know, and there's only 3 heavyweights out there. There's 4. Usyk, Tyson, Wardley, Ajit Kabiel, who was on this weekend. It's between those 4 heavyweights. But I think either Ajit Kabiel or Wardley deserves a shot at Usyk next. You know, and I'm just saying it because I think that's the way it is. You know, and we've got plenty of time. You know, but I just think, you know, if he meets these young guns.
Paul Smith emphasizes that Fabio Wardley is a serious danger for any heavyweight, including Alexander Usyk. He stresses that the fight is not straightforward and could swing on small moments. Wardley's power makes him a live threat, meaning even elite champions cannot afford mistakes in a matchup built on timing and physicality.
Bill Wardley's not an easy fight for any heavyweight out there, I don't think. You know, not easy, should I say, even for Usyk. But it's also, what Paulie's saying is correct, and I've said it time and time again until I'm blue in the face, this battle, fight, whatever you want to call it, whatever way it goes on the night.
Liam Goff analyses Tyson Fury's ring intelligence but raises doubts about his current sharpness after recent performances. He suggests even a slightly reduced Fury could still beat Fabio Wardley, but not without difficulty. Wardley's power and pressure remain key threats, creating a matchup where experience meets raw ambition at elite heavyweight level.
Good at, like, you look at the first Usyk fight. the first couple of rounds that Usyk was clearly winning out, landing Tyson Fury, you'd so many people saying, "Oh, Fury won like round one," where he didn't land anything, and he got hit a couple of times because of the showboat. And he didn't do as much of that in the rematch, interestingly enough, with Alexander Usyk. But he is very smart in there, Tyson Fury, and I keep saying we need to really see what he looks like in his comeback fight before we can make any assessment or any judgments. If he's, say, 10% less of what he was in both Usyk fights, I still think that's enough to beat Fabio Wardley. I do. I'm not saying he wouldn't have his, hardships in that fight, certainly would.
Ade Oladipo highlights the massive financial and sporting appeal of Tyson Fury versus Fabio Wardley. He explains that Wardley sees it as a career-defining opportunity, while Fury represents the biggest possible payday in boxing. The fight is framed as both a business blockbuster and a legitimate chance for Wardley to break into world-level contention.
In Fury fight, I would love to see the Fabio Wardley fight. I think that's a great fight. I think that's a big fight as well. Fabio Wardley would love to get that call. Tyson Fury, I mean, that's jackpot financially. He would love that call. For Fury, it's a chance of becoming a world champion again, which obviously isn't Fury's drive, but I mean, it's a chance to become world champion.
John Fury highlights Fabio Wardley's mentality as a pure fighting man with strong belief and resilience inside the ring. He praises his will to win and ability to stay dangerous in every round, no matter the situation. Wardley is presented as someone who never accepts defeat mentally, which keeps him a live threat against anyone in the heavyweight division, including elite champions.
Courage, heart and determination, and his will to win. He's got world-class balls, and he's got a world-class heart, he's a fighting man, and he believes in himself, and he knows that all the time he's in the fight, he can win.
Fraser Clark gives a direct warning about Fabio Wardley's punching power and toughness, speaking from personal experience in the ring. He confirms Wardley's strength lies in his grit and ability to hurt opponents with single shots. This reinforces Wardley as a dangerous heavyweight who can change a fight instantly with raw physical power and relentless pressure.
Obviously, you've been in with Fabio Wardley on a couple of occasions. What are his biggest qualities?
Well, you don't need me to tell you nothing more than he can punch very hard. You only have to ask my face. He can really bang, and he's gritty. He's tough and he's gritty. That's definitely his strength.
Frank Warren hints at serious behind-the-scenes tension surrounding the fight situation, without revealing full details. His comments suggest negotiations and discussions are not fully stable, creating uncertainty around the matchup. This adds more intrigue to Fabio Wardley's rise, while also showing how heavyweight boxing business decisions often happen away from the public eye.
Well, I mean, I can't speak on their behalf. All I know is that, they were obviously, it seems there's been...
Frank Warren explains that Fabio Wardley is ready and training, but the fight depends entirely on final agreement of terms. This builds anticipation, while showing the business side controlling the sport. Wardley's willingness is clear, but the situation remains unresolved, keeping fans waiting for confirmation while momentum continues to build around his name.
And he said that he wants to fight, but this fight will only happen when the terms are agreed for him to fight. And as far as I understand at this moment, that's not been done. So the terms have got to be sorted out, and then I'm quite sure if that is the case, he will...
There's endless comparisons between me and Wilder. And Wilder's had him down I don't know how many times, and I'm a bit younger, a bit fresher, got a few more tricks in my pocket, so if Wilder can do it, I can do it. I can get Fury out of there.
Ade Oladipo breaks down the massive appeal of Fabio Wardley versus Tyson Fury, calling it both a huge sporting clash and a financial jackpot. Wardley is seen as eager for the opportunity, while Fury represents the biggest payday in boxing. The discussion frames the fight as a career-defining moment for Wardley and a potential legacy chapter for Fury if it ever happens.
Fight, I would love to see the Fabio Wardley fight. I think that's a great fight. I think that's a big fight as well. Fabio Wardley would love to get that call. Tyson Fury, I mean, that's jackpot financially. He would love that call. For Fury, it's a chance of becoming a world champion again, which obviously isn't Fury's drive, but I mean, it's a chance to become world champion.
Without looking past my man here, who's as dangerous as both of those guys, that's one fight that would definitely be interesting to me and would definitely can make it because we're all in the same stable.
Derek Chisora delivers one of the strongest tributes in the entire build-up, completely shutting down the idea that Tyson Fury can be approached like a normal heavyweight. He insists that people misunderstand Fury's style, explaining that his movement, intelligence, and awkward rhythm make him impossible to box in a traditional way. The comparison to Muhammad Ali is used to underline how unique and generational Fury's skill set is, even if his personality is different. This creates a powerful contrast in the narrative, because while Fabio Wardley is being built as a rising knockout threat, Fury is still being positioned as an almost unboxable puzzle at his best. The respect shown here adds weight to Fury's aura, suggesting that any opponent stepping in with him must solve problems no one else in the division can fully figure out.
Everybody gets it wrong. You don't box this guy. It's like, how can I explain it to you in a way you understand? You can't box him.
He's just too good.
He's just unbelievable great. Yeah, forget good, he's amazing. Yeah, he's great, he's amazing. He's like the white Muhammad Ali. He might not talk like Muhammad Ali, but he is the Muhammad Ali of the last generation. You understand? We have to give him the credit where it's due. Yeah? He is that guy.
Fabio Wardley openly names Tyson Fury as his preferred target, showing clear ambition to step into the highest level of heavyweight boxing. He recognizes Fury's status as a massive name and a global attraction, which adds both sporting value and career-defining opportunity to the fight. Wardley's confidence is direct. He is not avoiding names or challenges. Instead, he is actively calling out the biggest possible test available. This reinforces his mindset as a fighter who wants legacy moments rather than safe matchups. At the same time, it adds pressure on Fury, because being called out like this by a powerful, hungry contender forces attention back onto a potential clash that carries both risk and huge financial reward.
Next best option for me would be Tyson Fury. That would be the name. He's obviously a huge name, big character in the game, and a big name within boxing. So yeah, someone I'd love to hop in the ring with.
The entire build-up now comes together as a full heavyweight storm where Tyson Fury is being positioned as the proven elite, while Fabio Wardley is emerging as the hungry challenger refusing to back down from anyone. Across all the reactions, one clear pattern stands out. Fury's name keeps getting mentioned as the ultimate benchmark, while Wardley keeps inserting himself into that conversation through confidence, knockout belief, and direct callouts. Even insiders like Derek Chisora and John Fury underline how dangerous both sides of this equation are, with Fury's genius in the ring still respected at the highest level, and Wardley's raw power and mentality seen as a real problem for anyone in the division. The debate is no longer just about hype, it is about timing, readiness, and whether Wardley is truly prepared for the leap into that elite tier. On the other side, Fury remains the measuring stick, the fighter everyone still has to prove themselves against, even in retirement talk and comeback speculation. If this fight ever gets made, it is not just a clash of styles, it becomes a clash of eras, experience against ambition, legacy against hunger. And that is exactly why this conversation keeps growing. If you are following this heavyweight drama, subscribe, stay locked in, and drop your prediction on who wins if Tyson Fury and Fabio Wardley ever collide in the ring.